Okay. So you got a painting in the mail. That's like this. And you want to stretch it. You're going to want to buy stretcher bars that interlock, and you're going to want them to be exactly the same size as your painting, or just an inch smaller. So the painting wraps around the edges. And then you just need a staple gun. And once you lock your stretcher bars together, you take your unstretched painting, fold it over the top, just enough to align the entire thing. So the most important part is making sure that all the lines are straight. So start with a staple in the back. Oh, yeah, you're gonna need staples. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Do a double check, do a triple check. And then put one in the back. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Do 3. And then after you have the one side on, just flip the whole thing over and pull it really tight, but not so tight that you're gonna like bend all the wood. Just tight enough to be tight, you know? If you end up not being super tight, you'll notice by the time you get staples on every side. And in that case, I'll show you what you're gonna do if you mess up a staple. Because that's gonna happen. You're gonna take, I prefer fingernail clippers, but a knife or anything that you can squeeze underneath your staples to pop them back out. If you have a crappy staple gun, you're probably gonna do some messed up staples, but it's gonna be the first few staples that you do that are the most important. Because if you put in like 50 and then realize that you were off center, you're gonna have to take a whole bunch of staples out, and then it will suck. So let's just assume that you had it lined up good and the staples were all good. So 3 staples. These ones are nice and flat. Now, flip it over, like I mentioned. Pull it tight. And do another 3. It'll look, stretched on one spot. And then the 4th side. All the while, you want to like just check over and over that everything is matching up, and that's why I suggest getting your your stretcher bars 1 inch smaller than the painted area, because usually with a lot of my paintings I am aware of the sides, and it's like there's not much detail going on, so it's okay if they fold over the edge. Now you should have an equal amount of staples on every side, and all you're going to do is keep rotating sides until you have an equal spaced amount of staples. We're going to fast forward until we get to a few inches from the corners. So you can press pause. Okay, so now you've done an equally spaced amount of staples pretty much up to the corner. Your painting is looking tight, and it's also looking stretched. And you're ready for the corners. Doesn't really matter where you start. Okay, so here's what you do. You are pulling the corner super tight, and you're making sure that your staples have worked their way all the way up. Okay, now you pinch it and you fold it to the side, and then you pull it back like that, like origami. And then right there in the corner, it doesn't really matter how many staples you want to use. You could do, as much as you feel like. Doesn't really matter. If it makes you more comfortable, it will probably keep it stretched better to do more.